Hello, everybody. So, how's everybody doing? It's been about a week and a day since I've seen y'all. So, a couple of at least one of the stories I wanted to talk about last week, which is the 170 people that the FBI released, the indigenous people, an official list where you can go through and look. That was one I wanted to cover last week. Level Headed actually covered it, and he'll probably be popping in here. I got some cool stuff I want to share with y'all, but all of that's in the description. Lots and lots of links and resources in the flipping description. It took me forever. No big deal. I'm a baby. What's up, Mariah? Natasha, how are you? Hello. Sure, hello. I was thinking about you earlier. Uh, get back with me the last message I sent you. I was inquiring about Terrence. What's up, Aaron? How are you? Checking. Hello, hello. And Mariah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? It's good to see you too, checking. Yes, I love you right back. So there was a couple things. These honor killings, this particular story, there is a documentary. In fact, I think I have it. I'm going to drop this, hopefully. Yes, this is a documentary that I watched years ago about it. Hey, PP Gate, how are you? So if y'all, it's on Amazon, which you could probably find it somewhere on YouTube if I had to guess. Very, very good documentary. It's very informative. For some reason, I'm wanting to think they actually had a. I was looking at my phone in the chat. It distracted me. I forgot what I was going to say. I think they actually have either a movie or a documentary on Netflix also. But The Prince of Honor, great documentary for the honor killings, and that's the link I just dropped. So, let's see, which one do y'all want to talk about first? I guess let me talk about. I was going to do something, and then I don't know. I just started getting so many ideas, and now I have 2 million things I want to talk about in a 2 hour frame. So it's not going to happen. But I was gonna try to do something like Wackadoodle Wednesday or something, but every day is Wackadoodle Day over here because everybody's fucking crazy, right? What's up, Lighting the Way, better known as PJ? Please go check out her channel. Checking Convictions also has a great channel. I think that's it. I know Natasha's got one, but I don't think she's been uploading. But nonetheless, when she gets back to it, she has a channel. So hope let's see. Good. Been watching a lot of the Vaughn case. Okay. I have been lurking on the outskirts of the Vaughn case, and I've been listening to two opposing sides. And, I think for me, yeah, it's very obvious. This McCrae lady, she's batshit crazy. I'm not sure what type of strain of the kratom she's using, but she's doing it wrong. Okay. Under no circumstances do you ever give that shit to a minor. Period. I would draw a hard line at your adult kids. It's not, like everything else. You can't go over it with the minimum of concern, right? Yeah, it's called the Prince of Honor. Yes, but you can't go over that kind of stuff with the minimum of concern, right? And I did see a clip, and I'm talking about the Dre McCrae Vaughn case briefly. I don't know a whole lot about it. It's not something I'm probably going to be covering over here unless it jumps stupid and then she gets charges. And then behind the scenes, I am slightly invested. But, for y'all, I don't, you know, I got to go with innocent until proven guilty, right? That's where I'm at. I will say this, though. The clip I saw where the little boy was like, or his bedtime stuff, and then he says the kratom. When the child knows that word, he recognizes that word, and he says something to you about, is this the stuff you give me? It made my heart stop. It made my heart stop. Simmer is all disturbing from any perspective. Exactly. Exactly. But I will say this though. I mean, police have not charged her with anything. Um, yeah, it's a great documentary, Aaron. I love any kind of documentaries. It doesn't even matter how big or small, or how I just love documentaries. But anyways, it's a good one. So yeah, not super informed about the Bond thing, but I've been. I can see why his family's upset. You know what I mean? Innocent till proven guilty. But when it comes to a child, yeah, girl, the child literally said kratom. Like he would take the shit to drink at night. And kratom is it's derived from caffeine tree. It's got, I would say, four strains, three main ones, but it's not something for kids. It's not something for young adults. It's it's not. I don't. No, you can't give kids just anything. Which people use kratom to come off big drugs. Yes, like red kratom, it's good for that. White kratom is good for energy. Green kratom is a good mix between both. But it's not. It's not something for fucking kids, right? It's not something for kids. It's oh my god, I can't. My heart, literally, my heart broke when that baby specifically said kratom, and she's like, "No, passion fruit, bitch. Where? You know that the baby did not mistake the passion fruit for the kratom, girl. Where are you?" And she's so beyond controlling, and it's just weird. It's, but that doesn't make her a murderer. You know, it's like with yeah, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. Like with Chris Watts, right? Just because she was awful didn't mean he had to, like it doesn't warrant a murder, right? Just because she's awful, you can't put this on her just yet. But yeah, do I think some things are suspicious? 110%. 110%, right? What's up, Natasha? Hey, Cray Cray. How are you, honey? Exactly. In for charges, story. Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, I mean, nobody, the police ain't even talking about anything. And they're out there coming after this lady, like, but no, she's not likable. I think what her, demasculating her husband like that for the world to see is terrible. But if he's a willing participant, what the fuck do you do, right? What's up, Stairway? My long lost child from another mother. Not really, but how the hell are you? How the heck are you? People can be trash and innocent. Yeah, I know. Imagine that. Did y'all see that? I'm doing good, Craig. I'm doing good. Let me see. Check-in says, yes, that I do not know, but giving a child to put them to sleep. Yeah, listen, unless you just have a kid that has to have it, like, don't give your kids that shit. Don't give them anything. Most kids can fall asleep. Some kids struggle with it. Mine falls asleep fine. His problem is staying asleep, and he'll wake up like, what's going on? What I miss? What I miss? But my God, I would never give him any fucking thing that wasn't natural. Nothing. Not one fucking thing. So I think, we shouldn't go over what we're putting in our children's bodies with the minimum of concern, right? You got a job today. You start 9 a.m., 9:30. Congratulations. And your kids are there. Great, great, great. Yeah, it is nuts. Heck, I forgot what I was going to say. Well, I guess we can go ahead and start. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I guess Don Wells is not going to rehab. I think that's an incredibly stupid idea, but I don't know. Maybe they feel like he's already through the withdrawals and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I would have liked to have seen a good stint in rehab for for Don Wells, but whatever. What are you going to do? I think it's crazy, right? I don't know what y'all think about it. Oh, hopefully my camera don't go out. It seems to go out every time I bump my flipping laptop. You auction the house. Oh, okay. I'm talking to Stairway. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me see. Which ones do I want to talk about first? And we are going to talk about Xavier. There's no movement, which is exactly what I want to talk about. And I need y'all's help. So let's see. Let's look at this one. This is one that I was going to add for Wackadoodle Wednesday. But like I said, I might just do isolated videos and release them instead of doing live streams for that. I don't know. I've got 5 million ideas of things that I can do while actually being in the presence of children during the day. And yeah, it's not jiving too well. Let me see. All right, let's look at this. I didn't read it all the way through, but let's just give it a look-see. There's a couple other little stories like this. Is the Can y'all hear good? Is there like a white noise we still have in our window units are in? Because our big air conditioning unit took a crapper. All right. Local law enforcement, TBI, FBI came up empty-handed during a raid. Fugitives still at large. This is great news, Tennesseans. This is great news in Springfield, Tennessee. A fugitive remains at large following a raid involving Springfield Police, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and the FBI on Monday. Smoky Barn News reported Tuesday that residents in Gulfview Lane were surprised when a team of law enforcement personnel arrived, set up a perimeter, rolled out the yellow tape, and positioned officers with long guns, and set up barricades at both ends of the streets. This reportedly happened after local authorities received a tip FBI was looking for a fugitive in the area. Let me see. Gulfview remained closed, blah, 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 blah. I want to get to the goods. Springfield city officials told SBN that 32-year-old James Loden Jr. was believed to be at the 300 block of Gulfview Lane. TBI and FBI executed a search warrant on the residence. Loden was reportedly has several felony warrants on him. And he still, that's it. This was it. Why did I think there was more to the story? Well, I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I saved the wrong one. It's no problem. We have plenty of shit to talk about today. Let's see. What's up, Loki Ma? How are you? Loki Ma has a great channel too. I hopefully I'm saying your name right. I'm probably not, but I apologize. I'm slow. So, let's see. All right. I want to touch on Imani Stephens just a little bit. Y'all know this is a little girl that we were talking about last week. It was an Amber Alert, and then she went missing. They found her. What was he? A security guard in the neighborhood? Yeah, security guard, maintenance guy, something like that. Sees Imani getting into the trunk of a car, right? Y'all remember this story. Well, I wanted to, and also Chris Thorns has been keeping up with this. All of his links are in the description below. Please go give him a sub. Check out his videos. I just wanted to touch on a couple things with this, and then we'll close it out unless something else happens. All right. Imani Stephens found. Authorities locate 11-year-old Southeast Houston, FBI says. All right. Let me see. There's a certain part I want to get to. Subject of a statewide Amber Alert was located alive Friday night after disappearing during the early morning hours. Imani Stephens was found by FBI. Okay, she was recovered approximately 9:30 p.m. No additional information was released at the time, but there was now. Let's see. All right, Stephens disappeared out of Missouri City. Police believe that she was in grave or immediate danger. Her disappearance set off some confusion by law enforcement throughout the course of the day. An initial bulletin, Texas Department of Public Safety reported Imani was taken by a 28-year-old, but troopers later updated the information to include a different suspect altogether. They explained that the men share the same name, but two are different people. But one of them lived directly beside where she was found, right? Then, just before Eyewitness News was going on the air with an update, Missouri police told ABC 13 that both individuals were ruled out, adding the vehicle described in earlier bulletins was not accurate. Okay, so there's all this misinformation. An updated Amber Alert bulletin was released during the afternoon, which without abductor information. The vehicle description was also changed with just the details, newer model, gray pickup. Okay. The grandmother said her granddaughter met whoever took her on Discord, an instant messaging app. She added that the same person who took her that morning took her on July 9th. All right. So this is the whole reason we're talking about this again. And mainly because I didn't get to it last week when I wanted to follow up immediately. Here's the deal. This baby We need to be monitoring our kids' stuff. How in the actual hell did this man, he actually has another sex, he can't be around kids from another county. The man that was arrested for kidnapping Imani, he's already got a damn charge. How in the world was he able to get to her twice? How was he out of custody? And how did she go with this man twice? Where and her mother is all on the Facebook, and she's got attitudes from here to who the hell knows. And her daughter really needs mental health therapy. She needs somebody loving, somebody that can talk straight to her. Let me get a better picture. Because, listen, there's no, all of this is preventative, is what I'm trying to say. All of this is preventative. Every single bit of this is preventative. Hold on, I'm pulling up this about the suspect real quick because I just remembered about this charge. Give me 1 second, y'all. But every bit of this was prevented, could have been prevented. Why? I'm trying to pull up one with the suspect. That way I have. Because, I mean, he's got the same one. He's got the exact same charge. He lured, he talked to a minor online and then lured him. Heck. Well, it's not pulling up. All right, this is what we're going to do. If y'all want to know more about Imani's story, check out Chris Thorne's video. Oh, my laptop's having a sad. The whole thing's having a sad. Anyways, check out Chris's latest video with Imani. It's got information about her mother. It was a good conversation. A lot of the people are saying, well, the daughter, the granddaughter, oh, it's what it is. It's my Wi-Fi is acting stupid. The granddaughter, she was with her grandma. Why is everybody coming after mom? Why isn't mom taking care of her own kid? How does she have time to be on, Facebook and everything else? And I'm mama's positive. One of the family members reached out, was trying to give Chris a hard time. Like, what? Why? It was a full-on Amber Alert. And the more and more that comes out about this story, it seems insane. And police were so quick to just like, you pinned two wrong men, for crying out loud. Like, everything went wrong with this damn case. Off the rip, praise God, she was found alive. She was in the trunk of a fucking car. I mean, what is going on? What in the actual hell is going on? But it's just a lot. It's just a lot. You watch them off for parrot catching channels. It's insane how many are there. I believe it 100%. That's crazy. You're going to have to hit me up. I bet that's wild. I never thought about that. Because you know them freaks go onto them damn channels and they're nosy. Like where they say the, suspect returns to the scene of the crime. Imani truly needs support from family and friends. Something is wrong with this case. I agree. Something that really stinks about. Listen, let me tell you something else too. You know where she was found? In an attic. You know who lived downstairs? The dude's parents. How the fuck you don't know he's kidnapping and sneaking 11-year-olds in your attic, for crying out loud? What? Honestly, she found him in a server, then she's probably top 100%. Listen, in the fact that they got these two other guys confused, but one of the guys that was on the original bulletin, he does live next door. So, I mean, and the grandma was like, no, it wasn't this guy, it was that guy. No. How the hell do you know that that's the man that took her before? Okay? She tracked her the first time. This time she left her phone. Why didn't you have her phone? Like, why is it that the wind is nailed down? Like, what is going on? Why ain't the Wi-Fi password changed? She's 11. It ain't, and what is she gonna do? Fist fight you? You know what I'm saying? Be mad. I don't care if you get mad. You ain't using this shit here. No, she needs help. She don't need social media. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Something's fishy about the story, but She's found safely, and it's kind of seeming to die down. But I'm telling you, something's wrong. I'm gonna be listening out for that baby's name, and definitely check out the links in the description for Chris and go give him a sub. Okay, let's talk about this 170. What's up, Shar? You're okay? You're all right? How are you? All right. What am I looking for? All right, here we go. Here we go. I want to show y'all some cool posters and stuff too. And yeah, we'll get to it. Ooh, everything is running so slow. They are master groomers. You know, I think too, I've been noticing how the word groomers and, you know, pedophile and everything is just thrown around so loosely. You know, I never thought in my life somebody would accuse somebody else of being a pedophile, like they tell them their breath stinks or something. When you make jokes about shit that should not be joked about, it takes away the seriousness of it. That's just my opinion, you know. Anyways, all right. This link is in the description also. FBI released names of 70 missing indigenous people in New Mexico and the Navajo Nation. Now, also, in the description, Level went through and he read. I don't know if he read all of them. I think he did, but he read a good chunk of it because I know I listened to it for a long time. So please, he's got them all laid out, and I'm going to show you. I actually have the list. I'm going to show you all that too, but it's all in the description. But I figured we could just talk about this article, and I want to show you these cool flyers that somebody he's gotten hooked up with is making for missing persons. They look very nice. All right. 170 missing indigenous people in an attempt to locate them and encourage families to report their missing loved ones. Guys, it's vital. We have to report missing loved ones. But I don't know. Listen, let me tell you something. The Native American people in America, it's awful. I mean, they have a high rate of damn near every struggle possible. I'm not over exaggerating. Like, it is some really terrible, dark, evil shit going on against the Native American people. You know, it's not what you want to hear. And I wish I wasn't here talking about it, but it's a massive fucking problem. Everything from their land is still being taken to, you know, they have the highest rate of missing women. It's just, and the schools, the adoptions, you know, in some parts they are trying to say that, oh, I don't want to, we've talked about it over here, but it's to do with the custody. Like they would give a Native American child to an American family, to like a white family, before they would another Native American family. Why is this a law? In we talked about it over here. I can't remember the exact state, but I know that it was in legislation and they were fighting for it. If y'all want me to, I can pull it up, that particular story. But I say all that to say, we have to, like, do we not care about each other? I mean, do we not give a fuck about our neighbor, right? I didn't know a lot of this shit was so bad. I really didn't. And the past couple of years, I've been really learning about it. If I come off ignorant, I don't mean to. I just, you know, it's astounding. The list, along with some photos, include member of the Navajo Nation, New Mexico, Pueblo tribes. I'm getting to. The oldest case is that of Walsey Downing, who is missing since December 14th, 1956. There was no picture with her name, although an online search turns up an old and black and white picture of her smiling. Let me scroll down. Details of her disappearance, along with the other 169 missing people, are not part of the FBI list. Of course not. Of course not. Compiling the names, birthdays, and dates of disappearance took the agency 6 months of combining and validating different databases of missing indigenous persons in New Mexico, which I guarantee you that was time consuming, but it should have been done a long time ago. I mean, there should just be one you add to, right? An agency, but at least they have one now, you know. An agency confirmed the status of the missing indigenous person as listed in the National Crime Information Center. Many records of missing indigenous persons were incomplete or outdated because the record was not updated once additional details were made available or once the persons was located or once anybody realized maybe they should try to give a shit about their job or about other people. You know, simple things like having correct information in the correct database at the correct time. It's kind of fucking vital when you're looking for missing people. I mean, at least that's what I always thought, right? You know, should be fucking vital. Correct information, updated correct information. The FBI resources and manpower dedicated to producing this validated list of missing indigenous persons across New Mexico is critical to define the true scope of the MMIWR in the state. New Mexico Indian Affairs Department Secretary and Chairperson of the MMIWR Task Force. MMIWR stands for Missing Murdered Indigenous Women and Relatives. So if you ever see that tag, that's what it means. The data shared today will guide the state's response to this outgoing crisis. I don't know how to say that last name, and I'm not going to even try. The task force will continue strengthening partnership across all levels of government, including grassroots organizations that are on the ground providing direct service to families and their communities. The list is further evidence that the number of missing indigenous people across the country. A 2016 report of the National Crime Information Center said there were 5,700 reports of missing American, Indian, and Alaskan Native women and girls. The U.S. Department of Justice Federal Missing Persons Database, NamUs, logged 116 cases. That's a big difference in numbers. What the hell? All right. It just goes down and it just gives you a whole overview of what the problem is, what they're fighting for, what it looks like now. Please go and read the rest of this article. I'm going to show y'all the FBI list. It's also in there. A lot of these flyers that I'm about to show y'all, they started doing with some of these people. And they look really good. They look really good. Let me pull them up. Let me show you this FBI list. That way y'all know, you know. Yeah, I know, right, Stairway? Like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, and thanks for answering questions in the chat. I couldn't see it. I mean, I guess I could look over my phone, but I was looking at the laptop. So this is what the layout of it looks like. Some of these have pictures and some of them don't. But, I mean, at least they have this now. So, like I said, this is in the description. Here we go. Uh-oh. Whoa. So, yeah, this is good. It's a start, right? All right, let me get back over here to y'all. All right, let me scroll up. Hope I didn't miss anybody. You probably did send it to me. Hey, Sophia. Oh, no, people care, and a lot of people don't know. I think people get pissed off get invested in the wrong things, you know. And we should be talking about this. As adults, we should be talking about this. Fuck that. Somebody should be listening, right? Somebody should just make sure the shit doesn't happen, but this is history. You can't overdo it. Now you just have to get in solution. I'm going to find the documentary that I watched about the Grand Canyon and these Native Americans. They were trying everything to get them to get the hell off of their land. Like, it's just the pollution. They were having like what, some 150 helicopters fly in for tourists just to fly them through there. And when they're out there hunting, all the shit, it scares off their animals for hunting. They have nowhere to plant things. It's just fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to like dive. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to misspeak. But if y'all are interested in that kind of stuff, I have all that stuff. We could do like a little watch party through Discord or something like that. If y'all want to learn about that kind of stuff, we can do that. You know, we can do that. I could actually probably do something like that during the day because I could have my earphones in and I could just, you know, it's not like the whole house would be hearing it, right? So, anyways, if y'all are interested in that kind of stuff, let me know. I mean, we could probably totally do something like that. All right. So let's look at, this is another one Level had told me about. I can't believe I didn't see it. Let me see. Get out of there. Google always trying to tell my damn business. What is going on? All right. 12-year-old escapes captivity, leading Alabama authorities to find 2 bodies. Shit's crazy. Wait, did I not pull up the... I guess I didn't pull up the press conference. But anyways, let's just scroll down. All right. A 12-year-old girl who had been held captive in a home in rural Alabama was found walking along a nearby road on Monday, which led the authorities to the bodies of her mother and brother inside the residence. Tallapoosa County Sheriff deputies said on Tuesday that Jose Reyes, whole piece of shit, right? This is what we'll call him. Dadeville, Alabama, had been arrested and charged with first-degree kidnapping, capital murder, and abuse of a corpse. On Wednesday, whole piece of shit made an initial appearance in court and was ordered held without bond. It is unclear who represented him. Does it really matter? You know, just as long as the attorney does a shit job and he goes straight under the jail. That's what we care about, if not the death penalty. You know, I'm not really pro-death penalty, but you know what? Sometimes. Jimmy Abbott, Tallapoosa County Sheriff said at a news conference on Tuesday that just before 8:30 a.m. on Monday, driver noticed a girl walking down the road and called 911. Let me see. Deputies responded, gave the girl medical treatment, and started investigating. Once they entered the house, officials said they found 2 decomposing bodies identified as the girl's mother and brother. Whole piece of shit was the mother's boyfriend. Oh my God. Can you imagine dating somebody and them having that inside of them? How terrifying. How terrifying is that? It makes you just want to curl up under a rock and just not even talk to nobody. Court documents said the girl had been abducted July 24th and tied to bedpost for about a week while she was assaulted and given alcohol to keep her in a drugged state. The girl managed to get free and escape by chewing through the restraints, breaking her braces in the process. Deputies who found her noticed that she had marks on her wrist where she had been restrained. Court records said the mother had been smothered to death with a pillow on July 24th, and the brother had been bludgeoned to death on the same day. He was under 14 years old. Both bodies had been dismembered, which is the abuse of a corpse. God, my God. Like, this is an actual torturous process, a literal house of horrors. What did the dynamic look like before that week? You know, authorities said the girl who escaped had not been reported missing. Sheriff said she was in state's custody and she was doing well. She's a hero. She's safe, and we want to keep her that way. Please, please keep up with her. Don't let her be like the Turpin siblings, for crying out loud. Let's have a for real happy ending, not a fake one with the trap door to hell. Sheriff said that whole piece of shit had worked at a construction site in Auburn, Alabama, about 25 miles southeast of Dataville, and had been living in the home since February. So not only, unbeknownst to them, it was the last months of their life, it was probably the worst months of their life as well. Whole piece of shit made his initial appearance in court on Wednesday, Kevin Hall, an assistant district attorney, said prosecutors had planned to object to releasing him on bond because of the severity of the charges and because they considered him to be a flight risk. Doesn't matter. He gets nothing from us. We don't give a shit. They can lift the jail up and drop it right on his fucking head. FBI and Department of Homeland Security, along with local agencies, are helping to investigate. All right. So this is the sheriff. So I have a couple more. I can't see. Let me get back over here and see what y'all are talking about. I need to see a picture of him. He probably looked. Yeah. Did y'all see it? Hold on. Let me scroll down. That's him. This is him looking like a little timid, I don't even know what. But funny, surprisingly, I don't see him beat up. And when police brutality would be acceptable, right? No, it's not acceptable at all. But if he would end up with a black eye or something, I wouldn't lose any sleep. I wouldn't lose sleep. I wouldn't do nothing. Hell, I may send a donation down there to that sheriff's office. All right, let's see this other. I have another article. And then I need to show some of the posters too. I'll skip that. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. It's not wanting to scroll. 12-year-old girl escapes capture by chewing through rope restraints. There's a giant picture of the whole piece of shite. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything new. Okay. Here's a press conference. Make sure it's switching over. Hold on. Share screen. He is pure evil. It's since February. So, like, you're friendly with people. No, he wasn't friendly. He took advantage of them. And their last, I do wonder, though, like, what did the neighbors think, from February to then, what did it look like inside the home? I bet it was awful. All right, let's see. And then after this, well, I guess I could do it now. I'll just let the play. Hold on. I'm getting it pulled up. My laptop's having a sad. Yeah, his eyes they're gone. Dead space. Dead space. I just freaking did an update on this stupid laptop. I don't know why. It's all slow. All right.
juvenile female walking the roadway area.
Let me know if it's an echo.
County Road 34. I think most of you have been to the scene. During the initial investigation, from the information that was received and collected, we were able to arrest Jose Pauline Pascal Ruiz of this same address of 3547 County Road 34 for kidnapping in the first degree. And he was arrested in Auburn on Somerville Circle by the Marshal Service and the Auburn Police Department. During this investigation overnight.
Is it an echo? Is the volume good? All good? It is an echo? Okay. All right, let's see.
An investigation. Processing the residence, we have found located 2 decomposed bodies that were found and currently at the Department of Forensic Sciences pending the identification. At this time, our district attorney, Mr. Jeremy Durr, will make some additional comments in regards to the charges.
Thanks, Sheriff. Thank y'all for coming out. At this time, we're looking at multiple counts of capital murder along with kidnapping in the first degree. And of course, once we continue and finish our investigation, I feel certain that several more charges will follow. Thank you.
We will entertain a few questions in regards to, this is a very fluid investigation. Things are changing, and we do not want to jeopardize the identity of our juvenile until we get other information from forensic sciences that be limited in giving you that information. So we have SBI with us here, also the DA's office, and also EMA, as well as my Chief Deputy Fred White, who y'all been dealing with yesterday. So hats off to them. They've been around the clock. We're still processing the scene. We'll probably be there the rest of the day with assistance of SBI. So I'll entertain a few questions. Be limited, please.
Rosanna Smith with WSFA. Are you all releasing the relation between that 12-year-old and the person in custody? And do you all know anything regarding your relationship?
We're not at that stage to be able to release that information, the kinship or relationship. We do not want to infringe on what's going on behind the scenes. Thank you.
According to court documents, this 12-year-old juvenile was tied to a bedpost for about a week, was drugged allegedly with alcohol. Was able to chew herself free from those restraints, get out into that road.
Sorry about that, y'all. Everything froze up. Hopefully y'all can hear me.
That is in the court documents. And what do you want to say about this 12-year-old's perseverance, sir?
First of all, what stands in the affidavit, we stand by that affidavit to be able to procure the kidnapping warrants. And I would say she's a hero. And it's one of those things that we want to get into later. We gave her medical attention, and she's safe now. And so we want to keep her that way. And that's basically all I can actually say.
Have you been able to locate any of her family members?
We're not going to get into that right now.
He said that you expected additional charges. Is that because you expect to find additional bodies, or have you found additional bodies besides the 2 that you just mentioned?
I will say that we expect additional charges.
And how about this?
All participants that we feel.
What if this ain't the, has this guy done this before, literally? From February to now? And he just annihilates everybody? And he would have killed her. He would 100% have killed that girl. We all know he would have killed the girl. So, has he done this before? Like, what does this record look like? I mean, it doesn't seem like it was too much of a reach. I mean, I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't believe people wake up. He's 32. I don't believe people wake up and they're like, you know what? Today's the day. This is the month. I mean, because he kept her in that torturous state for a week.
Feel that more charges will follow these.
And there was, as far as I know, there was no missing persons report out for this juvenile. Am I mistaken in that, or was nobody really looking for her?
Now, the first contact we had with her was yesterday morning, when a passerby was able to stop with her, and they reported to us, so she was not considered a missing person.
Sheriff, the two decomposing bodies, do you know how long they had been there? What location of the mobile home were they found? And do you know if they are related to the little girl?
All this is pending the identification through forensic sciences. We're not going to get into where they were found or who they are at this time. I hope you understand.
How difficult is it to handle a situation involving a young child like this?
As always, this is horrendous to have a crime scene of this nature and also a 12-year-old juvenile to deal with it. It's a horrendous situation, that we deal with every day.
Do you all have an update on his or her condition, the 12-year-old's condition?
She's doing well.
The suspect, where is he right now?
He's in our facility. We'll have a bond hearing.
I agree, Stairway.
The first charge of kidnapping first degree, and then the additional charge will be a bond hearing by our district judge, Kim Taylor.
Has he given any statements to police?
We can't reveal that.
Do you know how long they had lived in that residence?
Probably since February of 2022 is the best information that we've actually been able to gain through the investigation.
Did he live alone or did he live with other people?
There was other people at the residence.
What the fuck is this?
And
Come on, man.
documents
She
is
said
a driver.
Am I going crazy? Am I looking at shit that, am I overreacting? The woman said, he said that they lived there since February 2020. And then the reporter says, did he live there by himself? No, ma'am. He killed everybody that he lived with. Am I going crazy? Didn't it go, the man moved in with her and the children? And this, I don't know. I just think that was such a stupid question.
His license will be given in public record. Is he?
Any statements to police?
We can't reveal that.
Do you know how long they had lived in that residence?
Probably since February of 2022 is the best information that we've actually been able to
Stairway, it
gain
just
through the
happened.
investigation.
They lived
Did
there
he live
since
alone, or
February. He
did he
just
live
killed
with
him this
other
past week.
people?
There was other people at the residence, and that's basically all I can give you right now.
In court documents, his driver's license will be given in public record. Is he a documented resident?
That information, we're working on that now with Homeland Security. As you see, I told you Homeland Security is working with us, so we're actually working on that.
When do you think you'll be able to provide additional information?
Probably by the end of the week is what we're hoping to do. We're waiting on forensic scientists to come back with identification, so they're working hastily on that as we speak.
What time was she located on the road?
We received the report at 8:26 a.m. yesterday morning.
In the morning. And what do you want to say about?
Hey, Jared, how are
the
you?
driver that located her and called for
Cat
help. What do
lady.
you want to say about that motorist?
We always say something, say something, and it's one of those things that you really don't know what you're actually doing, but you're helping that young child when you're stopping there. You volunteer your services to do that, so we're very appreciative to the people that actually came forward and identifying and notifying us.
That see something, say something, man, is vital. Just like with Imani, if he had not have seen her get into the trunk, she may not have been found. Well, I don't know what would have happened. I mean, yeah, that story bothers me. Imani's story bothers me. But so there's not. I don't know. Do y'all want to finish this one? I think it's 3 minutes left. Do y'all want to move on? Let me know. From what I'm hearing and the shape of the bodies, I would assume yes or not much longer. Well, if they've been living there since February, today's July. So, oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know. I do wonder how completely decomposing and they were dismembered. Oh, God, now I'm really sick. So there's no telling how long he had that baby tied up. Oh, God. I'm tired because my brain cells wasn't. That's awful. I guess there's a lot more to come out then. And we don't know. I mean, and if he's undocumented, there is a huge chance that he could have done this before. Without, nobody knowing about it, like legally, the paper trail. Yes, we are glad Stairway is here. I'm glad she found me on the Twitters too. I've been trying to do more with the tweets. I've been trying to avoid the Twitter twats though, so y'all don't worry. Y'all do not worry about the beads. Okay. Let's look into these. Okay, let's do this first. All right. I'm going to pull this up because I know there's some of y'all that are not familiar. Most of y'all probably will be familiar. And then we have the wonderful replay crew that comes through. Well, let's talk about Xavier. This is an old article. We've already went through it, but it gives an overview. I just want to go over because I need y'all's help. I need y'all's help with something. I need y'all to get out and share this information. All right. So this is about Xavier. This is old. I'm just, giving in fact, let's just watch this video. This will give an overview. And then I want to talk to y'all for a minute and utilize.
Something special happens when you walk through
utilize these
doors.
links
a friendly nod will
and
greet you.
information in the description.
These orange ribbons tied all over Montezuma
Is there an
have
echo?
now seen 3 seasons. From summer searches
The overall goal is to find Xavier.
to the quiet depths of winter.
There's still not a day that we don't pray for him. There's still not a day that we don't think of him.
Samantha
Really,
Riggs alerted
Mariah?
authorities back in May that 10-year-old Xavier Harrelson was missing from the mobile home he shared with his mother. In a new interview, she reveals more details about her search that day.
Oh, I
I'm
know
not
she
sure
did.
how many trailers
God
into
Almighty.
it.
God
where my
Almighty.
questions
Lord, please
heard
help me
from,
with this resentment
have you seen
that I have.
Xavier too? When
Oh,
was the last time
dear.
you seen him?
Please help me with this resentment.
4 months later, on September 30th, the farmer discovered
Shut
his
up.
body in a field just outside Montezuma. The 10-year-old still dressed in his pajama pants.
What can you tell us about the autopsy?
There's really not a lot yet that we can discuss, mainly because it remains unsolved. And so we're continuously working with the state medical examiner's office and state anthropologist.
The Iowa DCI says they recovered all of Xavier's
This was
remains.
in May.
But won't
This
publicly reveal
end
a
of May.
cause of
This
death.
We do like to keep it close to the chest
interview.
because there's probably only one person, one or two
You're
maybe,
you're okay, Natasha.
out there that knows what happened.
The crime still leaves many traumatized, including Rick's son Kyle, who was Xavier's
Aaron.
close friend.
He will not play outside. My 7-year-old son will
You know
not
what?
play outside.
Vigils and benefit concerts rallied people together, but the pain is still there.
Montezuma needs a voice. Montezuma
The mayor.
suffered through that whole thing, and it's still pretty touchy.
Xavier's mother has remained quiet, declining interviews, except this one in August during the state fair. Do you have a theory, an idea, or where he could be?
God, I wish we did.
Sarah Harrelson has faced backlash for not calling police right away. What do you want to say to people that have maybe questioned you or wondered why?
I have nothing to say to him because I know I'm right.
Investigators were hoping for a break in the case in October. Federal agents executed a search warrant at this home in New Sharon, and DCI agents stood nearby in case there was a connection to Xavier's case. That federal search warrant is still sealed.
you hope that there's a connection, and you hope that you are starting to be able to.
And listen, every time Sarah opens her mouth to the media, she's completely attacked. You can look at her and tell. You can see the pain in her eyes. Just the whole social media, it's so off-putting to Sarah, and I get it. Can you imagine being a recluse, being, you already had these social dynamics to your character, and then something like this, there is no winning at all. There is no winning. People are convinced she had something to do with it, or she actually did do it, and it is physically impossible. But my thing is, where's the movement? And that's what we're going to talk about. Like I said, this is from May, the end of May. But I just think it's so awful the way that Sarah was attacked. And I'm not saying people don't have the right to say or question or whatever. You can do and have the right to do whatever. But you're running in half cocked has, terrible consequences for families,
Connect the dots. I haven't ruled that completely out.
The DCI says agents still work the case every week, reviewing and reanalyzing people's statements. Rick says she was questioned again in January.
Should be.
Have nothing to do with this. I know that, so it doesn't bother me, that they care opinions.
And what he gave to the world.
It was such a joy to be around. His smile, and I'll never stop talking about that smile.
All right. What I do want to say is, even though Sarah did not, hey, what's up, sister? Even though Sarah did not come out and speak to the news, I have a Facebook Messenger full of videos she's made herself of Xavier. Different things, little quotes, little things that remind her of him. Anything you go, things like that, right? This woman that, that's, if I had to say anything, I hate that Sarah not speaking and coming forward, because it does leave room for people to say, aha, look, she's not doing this. That's her son. You got this neighbor that cares more about her kid, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality of it is this neighbor was fooling around with some of the very people that have got a magnifying glass on them, as does Sarah, right? But we don't know. We don't know. And the one thing that I hate about it is that she gets up and she gets to speak, and it makes Sarah look like a bad mom. But the reality of it is she's barely fucking holding on. And she doesn't know what to do with herself. And she's lost most days. She has no closure. She has no answers. And largely, she doesn't have much support at all. And yeah, very good point. Miss Walsh, Adam Walsh's mother, never spoke in public, not once. And she was attacked fiercely because of it. Nobody wants to say anything still. In Maddie's case, I was looking over Maddie's case. I was looking at old videos the other day, Natasha. Imagine losing a child and then having the whole internet attack you, saying you killed. Yeah. Well, and not only that, the way everything is construed through social media, and not just the public, strangers looking at her with the side eye, her own family. Why? Because it's too much. You can't undo certain things. So, but this is what I need help from y'all. And I have been talking to Sarah, and, we're working on a couple things, and, we're just going to see. We're just going to see, but I will say, for us in this channel and Molly's movement and the good people of Montezuma, and she's very grateful for it. At least twice a week, once a week, she sends me a message and lets me know how grateful she is for me. And I don't need, that's not for me to toot my own horn. That's like I'm telling y'all, if you ever have people you come across and they need your help, they need service, there's a way you can do it without being an awful human being. Because at the end of the day, these are human beings, right? So let me tell y'all what I need your help with. I was fixing to pull it up. I can very obviously not pull up my description box, but in the description box, it says Xavier Harrelson. There is emails, and the mayor did not. I did not see an email for her, which I didn't spend like a lot of time. It was just right before I went live, but it has an address and a phone number. If you would like to mail a letter, if you would like to call, I think how I have it is the detectives. It's got the detectives or the deputies link, and then for all the deputies, and then the I can't remember the exact official name. It's his email address. It's all right there. Please get her cousin lost her. Yeah, I know. I mean, and this Sarah, not Sarah, but Samantha. Listen, people that live in glass houses shouldn't walk around throwing stones. That's all I'm gonna say. And don't think for a half second it couldn't have been one of your kids. That's I just whatever. Let's see. Her cousin lost a baby. Oh God, people need to be heard, and they are victims until there's documented proof to say that they are guilty in my eyes. I am here for awareness, not for judge, jury, enforcement. 100%. And I've told her if she wants to come on and talk about where she's at now, what's the deal? And listen, they need tips. I can't really go into it, but they need a break in this case, and they need tips. And I don't believe that they want this deceased baby on their lap, so to speak. I know a lot of times if you hear sheriffs and FBI, this, that, and other, it's very important to them that they have solved crimes. I'm not going to believe that they don't want this case solved. Now, does the fact that he has been found and he is deceased, does this make him less of a priority than things right in their face? Probably so. But he should be a priority. So if you feel inclined, please utilize these links, emails. I'm going to send an email tomorrow morning. I've called a while back. It's been a while. They couldn't tell me anything. But I just think, what the hell is it going to hurt? The people still want answers. His family wants answers. He needs justice. So let's try to get some stuff stirring. If nothing else, just let's let them know, hey, people are still out here looking. Look how fast everybody moved with the Gabby Petito case and all these cases that get all this exposure. Shit gets moving. I don't know. I don't think it will hurt. And instead of me sitting here feeling like I'm not doing anything, let's just do something, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least they know people are caring about this baby, his family. Everybody needs answers, especially his family. To hell with me, I'm just a nobody. He needs justice. His family needs answers and closure so they can start to move forward. It's like, I can't imagine that you're just like still, you're just still, you're like in limbo. I mean, if you couldn't watch that little short snippet with Sarah and see the pain in her eyes, I don't know what to tell you. And if somebody told me tomorrow, hey, they got her, she blah, 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 I'm not going to feel any different. Why? Because I treated her like a human being. And, I didn't do anything wrong. So, but I'm not shady. I don't record people. I don't do all this crazy shit, So yeah, there's a reason why she turns down interviews. Most people don't approach this shit. They want hard and fast and views and all this shit. So let me pull this up. I want to show y'all these flyers, and the girl's YouTube page is in the description. Let me just share my entire screen. Let's do this. No, wait, let's do this. Here we go. Hopefully it carries over. Let me see what it looks like on here. All right. So when you go in the description, you're going to see this link. Scaling through the lies. Oh, let me check real quick what the actual name. Heck. Her page is in here, but it doesn't show the name right off top. But Scaling Through the Lies, I think is the name of it. But she's making these flyers. That one, it's going to be pixelated because I'm blowing it up. But I think she's doing very good. She's doing them for free. She only just wants, credit and name. You can use these. Reach out to her. I need this flyer done. I need this one. I thought this one was really good. This is the one with the monkey. Can y'all see this pretty good? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hell, why? I don't know why my screen is not sharing the whole. That's weird. Hold on. Let me try to do it again. True Crime Sunshine. Thank you. Thank you, checking. Shit. Oh, there we go. It came up. See, I thought it showed up very nice. I thought she did really good on the flyers. Let me see. And let me show y'all this other one that I pulled up. Yes. That's what Checking said. Checking says she does all the posters for us. I think she does a really nice job, personally. They look really good. All right, let me show y'all this other one. She did it. Here we go. Let me see. Did it show up? And here's another one. It's going to be pixelated because I'm zooming it. But yeah, I think they turn out really nice. And it just has her little name at the bottom. Who cares? No big deal. She's doing them for free. It takes time. So, yeah, please hit her up. It's in the description. And like I said, she just wants credit. She did, this page did it, but her link is in the description. That Taryn. Oh, I'm sorry. Girl, what else could you see up there? Does Terrence? Yeah, well, I knew he had one, but I didn't. I'm sorry, Shar. Yes, I'm sorry, Shar. I didn't mean to catch you off guard, honey. Yes, Mr. Terrence has a file right here in my tiny little Grinch heart. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I did send you a message about Terrence the other day. I didn't know what was going on. All right, so let's look at these honor killings. She did 176 Native Americans. Level sent me a bunch of them earlier. I'm going to start retweeting them. Is a happy cry. Good, Shar. Good, sweetheart. So yeah, checking. I'm going to start retweeting them. I don't have a way to I can individually upload them, which is what I'm going to do through my phone. But I wish I had a way to bulk. What would be good? For the 176, if she made a Google link, that way all of the posters are there. You could do it for Amber Alert posters have a link. The Indigenous women have a link. Indigenous people have a link. You could do it for, you could do it like that, check-in, if you wanted to pass that along. It might not be a bad idea. Okay, let's see. All right, let's do this. I do have, I guess, all right. I have so much about these honor killings. I think I might have to do a part 2 with the honor killings, but let's pull up and look at what I got. Because I have articles from way back, from 2000. Headphones died your back. Well, good. I'm glad. All right. Oh, okay. Here's this. All right. All right. Guys, I ain't worth a shit after a certain time. I'm not. I'm more like. All right. Man, I'm so glad they caught this piece of shit. Because this man, he's been a fugitive forever. All right, let's see. And listen, look at this one baby. She looks to me kind of like Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. All right, I think this is an audio. I'm going to let it play because it'd be better. And then I have a video. Yeah, let me see. Which we've only been on an hour. Hold on, let me see. Why is it taking so long? But yeah, pretty much this father, this Texas father, he was obsessed with what his kids did. In fact, he was disgusting. He took videos of them. He was extremely inappropriate with them, but he took their life because they were living in sin. They were dishonoring the family. I can't wait to get a new laptop. All right. It's a very sad story, this whole piece of shit. You know, your kids are not your property, okay? Yeah, they come from you. Yeah, all the things, but you don't own them. But he felt like he owned them. He owned everything around him. His wife, his daughters. It's terrible. Let's see. All right. Let me know if it's an echo.
Watch live video of Yasser Said murder trial. Texas father accused of killing teen daughters. The murder trial of Yasser Said continues this week in a Dallas courtroom. The North Texas man is accused of fatally shooting his two teenage daughters, Amina and Sarah, on New Year's Day 2008 in Irving. Prosecutors say the father was possessive and controlling, and went on the run for 12 years after the killings until investigators tracked him down. The defense contends the investigation was botched. On Wednesday, jurors heard a 911 call in which Sarah said her father shot her and she was dying. "Help. My dad shot me," Sarah said in the recording. "I'm dying. I'm dying." The call lasted about 4.5 minutes, during which crying and moaning could be heard, followed by silence. Sarah was unable to tell the 911 dispatcher where she was.
Oh, man.
Watch the trial live here. Authorities have said Sarah was shot 9 times, and Amina was shot twice. Other witnesses Wednesday included police investigators and the victims' boyfriends. Some family members have said that the girls were victims of honor killings because their father thought they had brought shame to the family and he
If
was
y'all
unhappy
wanted
about who they were
to
dating.
watch that documentary,
quick
we
word
can.
from
Let
our
me know. I'll
sponsor.
set it up in Discord.
Rimtime's got my ride looking nice. Rimtime's got you covered with these crazy
What
gas
the
prices.
hell?
Get a $50 gas card with any set of 4 rims or tires. Or get a
Hold
$100
on,
gas
guys.
card when you get wheels and tires. I love that. Use Rimtime's unique payment program to get your wheels today. No credit check. Some restrictions apply. See store for details. Rimtime. More wheels, real experts, easy options. Located at 672 North
going
Riverside
on?
Drive in the Two Rivers Shopping Center in front of Electric Cowboy. Google Rimtime or visit rimtime.com.
Sorry,
In an
y'all.
email to her Louisville High School history teacher a few days
It was the
before
wrong
she and her
ad.
sister were killed, Amina said that she and Sarah did not want to live by their Egyptian-born father's culture and marry men from the Middle East, especially men we don't know or love. So they were running away from their father's home, she said in the email prosecutors read into evidence. "I know that he will search until he finds us, and he will without any drama nor doubt kill us," the email read. The prosecution told the jury on Tuesday that the girls escaped the family's home with their mother on Christmas Day in 2007 and went to Oklahoma because they were afraid of their father. The sisters had become very scared for their lives, and the decision to leave was made after Yasser Said put a gun to Amina's head and threatened to kill her, prosecutor Lauren Black said. But in an act of manipulation, claiming he had changed and wanted to take his daughters out to dinner, he got them to come home, Black told jurors in her opening statement. On the night they are killed, Amina is sitting on the front seat passenger side and Sarah was in a back seat. Yasser Said's wife wanted to go with them, but he told her to stay home. Yasser Said has sent several letters to the judge, proclaiming his innocence, according to WFA TV. In one letter he wrote, "I was not happy about my kids' dating activity. But I did not do the killings or any plan to hurt them," WFA reported. If convicted, Yasser Said faces life in prison without parole. This story was originally published August 3, 2022, 11:41 a.m.
All right.
Next article.
Hold on.
Haunting crime scene photos shown at Capitol murder trial in Fort Worth. Woman's death. Nude and on her side, Angela Gagne's legs were bent.
Oh no, man! I'm glad that stopped. That story sounded awful. All right, let me see what else I got. Yeah. Well, what do y'all do during the day? I mean, I could do a watch party. I do have a Discord that I do not use at all. If y'all wanted to do that, we could do stuff like that. Sometimes I don't know. But I don't really talk in the Discord, and Discord is from Satan. But if y'all wanted to use it for, watching movies and stuff like that, sure, let's fucking run it. Let me see. I do want to look at this. I came across this article. This is old, but I wanted to read it to y'all. I think this came out in 2017. Honor violence, which ranges from physical to emotional abuse, can lead to honor killings. It's a growing silent epidemic in the United States that hurts and kills thousands of women and girls annually and places millions more at risk, according to the women's rights advocacy group. Echoing other experts, AHA Foundation, a women's rights organization, help women in the United States facing religious and cultural motivated violence from their own families and communities. Here it's fixing to talk about it right here. Has determined that the cases of honor killings and or violence in the U.S. In the United States are often unreported. A 2015 study commissioned by Department of Justice revealed that there are 4 types of honor violence: forced marriage, honor-based domestic violence, honor killing, and female genital mutilation. This one, y'all know from time to time, I talk about another creator, Miss Parker. I had to go back and find it, but she had a lady that came on, and she was talking about the genitals being mutilated, and it's awful. In a lot of homes, not a lot, but some homes, depending on what their culture is, it's very accepted, and it's disgusting. A radical interpretation of Islam often motives honor killings. According to various experts, including best-selling author, columnist, and retired psychologist Dr. Phyllis Chesler, and authors of the DOJ study, in an online petition urging U.S. government to put together a national action plan to end honor violence. Well, that's great. And this was from 2017. You've never heard nothing else about it since, huh? Online petition. Wonder if I can. Let me do this. I'm going to drop this in the chat and see. This is the petition. I wonder what's going on with it. Natasha, do me a favor and see if that petition is still good. I'm going to go back to reading, if you don't mind. Honey. Okay. Many people assume honor violence happens only in foreign countries, far away from our way of life. The fact is, honor violence is a silent epidemic in the U.S. and with large communities who uphold the culture of honor and shame. And it is on the rise. I know because from across our country, hundreds of frightened women and girls have reached out to the AHA Foundation seeking help to escape dangerous situations. My God, it's like, this is terrible. I know it happens, but I never finished the damn thought. I was thinking, like, do our kids not have enough to worry about? I know because at least fortunate victims up in the headlines, murdered and honor killings. For each girl whose name appears in the headlines and for each girl who asks for help, there are countless more in the shadows, suffering in silence and afraid to seek help. Well, and not only that, you're shunned. Your whole family doesn't speak to you. Your mom, nobody can speak to you. And that's if you survive. Let's see. Honor killings in the U.S. Often involve Muslim males murdering or mutilating a female family member accused of bringing shame and dishonor to their family in Islam. However, a study conducted by Dr. Chesler titled When Women Commit Honor Killings, wow, reveals that women, like men, are also known to carry out honor killings because the victim is thought to be too Western and disobedient. The most recent version of the President Donald Trump executive order restricting the immigration of refugees from 6 terrorism-linked countries orders the government to publicly release information of honor killings carried out by foreign nationals. Well, that's great, right? Yeah, I mean, people should know. Below are some high-profile examples of honor killings. Noor Al-Maliki. Noor Al-Maliki. Fahid. Oh, I know about this. I do know about this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean like scream on y'all's ear. Murdered his 20-year-old daughter, Noor, with his vehicle. Noor had become too Western, and her father alleged and refused to marry a man in Iraq that he had chosen for her. In February 2011, Al-Maliki was convicted of murder and sentenced to 34 and a half years in prison. That's it. What the hell? Faizah Mohammed, 2008, Afghan refugee. Allah Muhammad, 22, pled guilty to stabbing his 19-year-old sister, Frizi Muhammad, in Henrietta, New York, several times during an argument that began when she tried to leave her family. That's NPR. Let's see. This is the one we were talking about, Sarah and Amina Said. In Texas, January 2008, Xavior Said shot and killed his teenage daughters, Sarah and Amina. Both girls had boyfriends that infuriated their father, who claimed that they had become too Western. Xavior Said had his last name is Said. Said is probably how you pronounce it, or something like that. Had his family support during a vigil held for his sisters. Their brother said they pulled the trigger, not my dad. Said fled after the murders, was not yet apprehended. And I do have something saved I want to show y'all after this. Let's see. Here's some more. All right, let me show y'all this video too. I got it pulled up. It's in my, let me see. Okay, and on the site you found this. Okay, Natasha. I'll check it out in a second. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Let me pull this one up. And this is related to the Amina and Sarah. I did save this. Let me see. Watch later. All right, let's see. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm looking. Well, let me just pull it up here. Here we go. All right, it's pulling up. Now, this is from a year ago when he was caught.
The mother of 2 murdered teenage girls is speaking out about her son.
All right, here we go. All right. Now I will mute because it will be an echo. All right. Now, this is from a year ago when he was caught.
Son's conviction for helping the accused killer hide for years. Xavior Said was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list for a decade. He was caught last year. Only at 5 o'clock, CBS 11's J.D. Miles spoke to Xavior Said's ex-wife, who believes their son should go to prison for life for his role in helping his father.
Did you talk to him? Nothing at all? What would you say to him if you could?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Patricia Owens still can't believe her own son, Islam Said, spent years helping his father hide from authorities for the murder of his sisters, Amina and Sarah.
Hey, Nacho Mama. I'm going to read this. Hopefully, let me reread it. It's really pathetic that when a creator like this one tries to help cases, nobody hardly even shows up. But it's okay. Nacho Mama, I'm so glad I went back and read because I was like, did she just come over here and call me pathetic? That's not very nice. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. And welcome to the stream. I was like, hold on. What? Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad I went back and reread. Nighttime Beaver's a little, I guess tired. I appreciate it and welcome, sweetie.
And I do not approve on what he had done by helping his dad.
I appreciate you telling me. I really do.
Owen's 32-year-old son and his uncle, Yasin Said, have both been convicted of conspiracy to protect Yasser Said from arrest. The fugitive was captured in 2020 after 12 years on the run. He was wanted for the 2008 shooting of his 18 and 17-year-old daughters, whose bodies were found in his taxicab outside an Irving hotel. Authorities and their mother both say it was motivated by the girls associating with people outside of their religion.
Well, the Muslim way, the girls cannot date.
Wonder how she got out.
That is not Muslim. I think it was an honor killing.
Owens and her sister say it was stunning to learn that Yasser Said had been hiding out in Bedford and Justin with the help of his brother and son.
How the heck you can protect a man that shot and killed your sisters and have no regard for the law or the two lives that are lost are disgusting to me.
Both the son and brother of Yasser Said face up to 30 years in prison when they are sentenced here in federal court later this year.
I think they should stay in there. They helped a killer take 2 lives. So I think that they should arrest them and put them in jail too.
Y'all know how hard it must have been for her to come out. But if he helped his father stay, hidden, I guarantee you he probably ain't got much to do with his own mom, if I had to guess. Let me show you how beautiful these babies are. Look how gorgeous they are, man. And today, I believe the oldest one's boyfriend spoke. We're going to be diving into the trial too. I wish I could cover it, but I'd have to be on mute most of the time. But
arrest them and put them in jail too.
Including your son?
Including my son.
For life?
Yeah. What he was helping somebody that took his sister's life. So why should he be out there?
Well, I feel good. I was wondering when he's going to get the porn
As for
box in
Yasser
here.
Said, who awaits a capital murder trial,
Thank you
his
so
former
much for
wife
the
and
super
former
sticker.
sister-in-law
Oh,
want to see
thank
more
you for
extended
helping
family
other
members
cases. No, thank
charged
you
with
for being
harboring him.
supportive.
A
I
man
really
they say
appreciate it.
no one should have sympathy for.
But in a way, I don't even want to talk to him or see his face.
That I hope every day that he wakes up and sees his cell bars, that the memory of Sarah and Amina haunts him for the rest of his life.
In Dallas, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
This is a case about a man obsessed.
Shit, I'm muted. Thank you so much for the I keep wanting to say super sticker, but it ain't a damn super sticky. Thank you. Thank you for helping other cases. I appreciate it. I really wish I could talk though. It might make my life a lot easier if I could actually use words properly. Okay. The defense is about 25 minutes. This is opening statements. We can listen to. All right. But I thought that was interesting. Her son. Okay. Honor killings, dramatic 911. All right. Let's watch this one.
Prosecutors played a teenager's dying call to 911 at her father's capital murder trial.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. The prosecution says Sarah Said is the unidentified voice telling 911 that her father shot her and that she is dying. Yasser Said is charged with murdering his daughters, Sarah and her sister Amina, in 2008. There were 2 911 calls presented today as evidence. Fox 4's Sean Rabb joins us now live with the details from today's testimony. Sean.
Yeah, Heather, as you say, 2 calls. One of those calls coming from an employee of what was then the Omni Mandalay Hotel that brought police out. But the first call that you're going to hear today, and we've withheld listening to all of the content, is from an unidentified woman who could not tell police where she was, but did tell 911 her father was killing her. The jury listened intently to a dying declaration on 911. The caller saying she's been shot by her father and she's dying. Prosecutor says it's the voice of Sarah Said in the 4-minute, 39-second call to Irving Police, January 1st, 2008 at 7:33 p.m. Yasser Said, the father of both murder victims, Sarah and her sister Amina, showed no emotion as cries for help played in court, at times turning to one of the defense team and talking even as the chilling call played.
What's up, Leaky? How are you doing? Great coverage on this case. My daughter went to school. No way. That's crazy. Oh my God, I bet it was awful. I bet it shook that community to its core. Wow. And please, Leaky covers all kind of topics. Please go and check her out if you would. Yeah, me too. Checking here in a minute. Yes, good to see you. Thank you, Leaky. God, that's wild. That's wild. I bet it shook your entire community. Where's Casey at, too? I hope Casey catches us on the replay. We love you, Casey Hudson. Go sub her up, too.
Detective Kevin Hubbard, a dispatch supervisor and an Irving Fire Department employee, tried to get information from the unidentified caller, but couldn't. That call ended at 7:37 p.m.
You don't know if they're dying. I can only take them for the words they give me.
Defense attorney Joe Patton tried to show the 911 call should not be admitted as the state described it.
So you cannot testify whether this was a dying declaration. You have no idea.
Thank you, Natasha. Will you grab check-ins in Casey, too, please, if you don't mind?
Amina and Sarah Said were both shot to death sitting in a jet taxi. That taxi in line with cabs waiting for fares outside what was at the time the Omni Mandalay.
Doorman told me that there were a couple people in a cab that were hurt really bad, and then I needed to come out to the front drive.
Nathan Watson ran guest services at the hotel in 2008. What he saw in a cab caused him to call 911.
See something, say something.
The 2 sisters dead in the cab. Defense team member Baharan Muse pressed whether anyone said Yasser Said was at the hotel that night.
Nobody said they saw him there that night, correct?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask my employees whether they saw him, other than did they see a driver from the cab? And I was told that nobody had seen the cab driver.
Crime scene photos put the courtroom in the moment when now retired Irving officer Richard Bracey arrived on scene. He was questioned by prosecutor Brandy Mitchell.
You did not take these photos.
No, ma'am.
This is what you saw when you got to the Omni Mandalay. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
Bracey was the first law enforcement on scene and checked the girls for signs of life.
Tell the dispatcher that I have two deceased people at the scene and that I need more units.
Oh, wow. He got choked up. Can you imagine searching a car and then you see 2 girls? Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Yeah, Leaky, that's what I was showing a second ago is the brother, their brother who helped him stay hidden. It's awful. Let me see. I did have, because the boyfriend, like I said, the boyfriend talked today. Let me see. On Killen's defense. Okay, we don't really have time to listen to that one. Okay, I think this one's from a year ago.
It's
when
been
they got
nearly
caught.
13 years since police say Yasser Said killed his 17 and 18-year-old daughters, Sarah and Amina, on New Year's Day.
This man brutally murdered, shot to death, his 2 daughters in his taxi cab.
Wednesday, Irving police joined the FBI to announce that after
I
thousands of
love
subjects
you.
and 6 years on the
Thank
FBI's
you for
top 10
stopping
most
by,
prevalent-
Doodle. Please be kind to yourself. Please be taking care of yourself. And I love you so much.
Said had been
And thank you.
captured in Justin, Texas in Denton County.
We have tirelessly followed every lead, never losing faith or hope that we would one day locate and arrest Yasser Said.
Detectives say Sarah and Amina told police when they were younger that Said had sexually abused them. Police believe he was angry they were dating non-Muslim boys. Sarah was able to call 911 and name her father as her killer before she died. A WFAA story last year shared family members believe Said was still in North Texas.
His flight from justice ended and justice for Amina and Sarah begins.
FBI officials say it wasn't a tip but good police work that led them to Said. They also arrested his son Islam Said and his brother.
Can you imagine if she would not have made the call and was able to tell them that her dad did it? I mean, there's a good chance that he would have never even had been a fugitive. He may not ever even have been charged, right? It's wild. It's crazy how things like that happen. Like with the Delphi. Yeah, I love you too, buddy. Like with Delphi and the down the hill. That's wild. Like you just, man, you got to give it to kids. Sometimes they just push it right out of the air, you know, even in the worst moments. You know, we shouldn't count our young ones out just yet, but it's amazing that she was able to do that.
Brother Yassim Said in Euless for harboring.
This is one of the days that
Also arrested his son Islam Said and his brother Yassim Said in Euless for harboring.
this is one of the days that make this difficult job really pay off.
In Irving, I'm William Joy.
A jury convicted the brother of one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives for keeping him hidden since 2008. Good evening, I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Yassin Said hid his brother Yasser Said in a Bedford apartment and then later in a home in Justin. Yasser was wanted for murdering his daughters in 2008. Yasser's son Islam has already pleaded guilty for keeping him hidden. Fox 4's Lynette Nguyen has the latest tonight. Lynette.
Me too,
Even with today's guilty verdict, this long saga is not over for those who loved Amina and Sarah. Yasser Said is still going through the justice system, but those who knew the girls say they are one step closer to closing this chapter and moving toward healing.
Whether in this life, maybe in the next, you know, everyone is gonna have justice for what they did. They're gonna pay for what they did.
Ruth Trotter didn't think
because they weren't looking for him, Leaky.
As those who helped hide Yasser Said since 2008 are found guilty, and Yasser himself sits behind bars awaiting his day in court.
Just an overwhelming sense of flashbacks of Amina and Sarah. And all these years that we've been waiting for this, you know, I don't even know if I can put it into words. It was just like a tsunami of emotions. It still is.
Trotter's son, Joseph, was dating Amina Said at the time of her murder.
It's been trying for us all these years, and for him especially. We have good days and bad days. To say that we're ever going to recover from this, I mean,
he loved
he was
her.
a teenager when this happened. And you know, it's going to be with him forever.
Investigators say Yasser took his daughters for a ride in his taxicab on New Year's Day in 2008 and shot them. Authorities said Yasser was angry with the girls for dating non-Muslims. In 2017, the FBI nearly captured Yasser at an apartment in Bedford. By 2020, Yasser had been on the run for 12 years when the FBI finally tracked him to a home in Justin. He was arrested at that home. His son Islam and his brother Yassin were arrested in Euless. Last month, Islam pleaded guilty to hiding his father over the years. And in federal court Thursday, a jury convicted Yasser's brother. They deliberated for 4 hours.
I'm just kind of wanting all of this to
quick verdict, huh? Good deal.
You know, so that I can have, again, starting some kind of a new journey, a new path of resolve.
With one more possible trial left, Trotter plans to be there when Yasser finally sees his day in court.
Amina and Sarah, this was not their choice. They were human beings. They were amazing, beautiful girls.
And both Yassin and Islam Said both face up to 30 years.
And what is this up to 30 years? Why 30 years? Like, why do they even? No, that's bullshit. They need to get the maximum, whatever. Oh, wait, it's Yasser and Yassin. Yassin is the brother. I'm sorry. But still, no. Yeah, right. It's terrible. So I have there's a lot of moving parts. If y'all are interested in it, there's a lot of, I don't know. This was one that I followed for years. So we will be following it. So if y'all are interested in that documentary or, you know, just whatever, let me know. I was trying to get a picture of the girls up here while I yak in my mouth. Oh my God, look how gorgeous. Let's see, and y'all know something when the feds are locating someone on the run, they basically yeah. And Leaky, I'm telling you right now, they didn't find him because they wasn't fucking looking for him. I mean, a lot of times it's out of sight, out of mind. They don't feel like he's an immediate danger to the public, right? Because it was isolated killings. It was with his daughter. They knew this, and this. I'm not saying they didn't want him to be found. I'm saying he probably wasn't a priority. I mean, he was right there, literally. You know, it's crazy. Well, if y'all are interested in doing that, y'all shoot me an email or something, and I will get good Discord links. But listen, if you're trying to outside of the Discord, and I'm not good with it, and I forget about it. I don't keep up with it, but we can totally use it just for like quick little combos or whatever. There's nothing terrible in the Discord. It's Satan, okay? So if you want to do nefarious things, go to a nefarious Discord. We don't want to be the Discord twats, okay? We're just gonna, we're just gonna have like good times, watch some shit, do a watch party or whatever those zany wacky kids are doing nowadays, man. I would definitely share your video once again. Oh no, shit, girl, I'm sorry, you got a strike. I've only had one flipping strike, and it's from a damn news organization because I played one of their videos. Yeah, Discord is safe, y'all. Psh. Yeah, right, Stairway. That's how the damn Imani Stephens girl went missing, was through the Discord. So you keep your ass up off the Discord unless it's mine or somebody's safe, Stairway. Stairway knows I'm joking with her, but I'm not. Got to take care of yourself. When you get back to your Fed account, you do. Yeah, sounds good. And congratulations on your job, Natasha. I hope it goes great tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm about to be wrapping it up. You love those watch parties? I've never done it, but I'm game. We're gonna do some shits, right? You have to use Discord for years, and once you had an issue for holding research, voice talk, you don't join it. Good. Random anything is terrible, right? So, all right, guys, I'm fixing to wrap it up here, but yeah, we're gonna keep the conversation going. And I had some other stuff about the honor killings, and it's not just Muslims, it's a bunch of different type of families, and I imagine just some old basic ass Christians probably has some of the same stuff. Look at the Amish family. They'll shun you. They'll do all kind of shit. So there's a dark side, I think, to just about anything, right? All right, guys. Yeah, me too, checking in. I don't want, girl, you won't believe the screenshot I got out of Bieber's Discord. Look what them say. No. I got tumbleweed blowing through my Discord. We don't do all that crazy shit, right? All right, guys, I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please hit the like button on your way in, your way out, just whatever. If you got to dislike it, just hit it twice. It's weird over here. And be kind to yourself, and I will talk to y'all soon. I'm going to try to put out some more stuff about these honor killings. I'm excited, but y'all hit me up and shoot me an email, and I'll get y'all some Discord links. And y'all have a good one. I will talk to y'all soon.